Hello from Tokyo. This is actually my third trip here and I feel like I've done most of the touristy things by now. So come join me to explore some of the quieter, less travelled side of the city. This time I'm staying in the Setagaya ward in Tokyo on the Setagaya tramway, which is also home to the cat theme train. Let's start off by exploring the local area. Our first stop is Gotokuji Temple, or the Temple of Lucky Cats. This temple is said to be the birthplace of the Maneki Neko, or the iconic lucky cats that we've all seen in Asian shops and restaurants. But unlike the cat that raises their left paw to attract customers, the cat at Gotokuji Temple actually raises their right paw, which is meant to signify good luck and wealth. Alright, let's stop for a bowl of ramen before we check out our next destination. Just a short ride away on the Setagaya tramway and situated just 5 minutes by train from Shibuya is Sangenjaya. The heart and soul of Sangenjaya actually lies in its charming alleyways, filled with local bars, restaurants and shops. The streets here are so charming it's even featured in the popular video game Persona 5. My boyfriend is a fan, so naturally I became a photographer for the day. For good measure, we even stopped by a cafe with the same retro vibes and at the same location as the coffee shop in the game. And by the way, beware when you're roaming the streets. I heard there's a massive gorilla here. That's right, a gorilla on top of a family mart. Why is it here? No one really knows, but hey, it's cute. Kind of. It does kind of look like a carrot stick. The Carrot building in Sangenjaya has a free viewing platform on the 26th floor. It's a great place to relax and take in the views over the city. On a nice sunny day, we're supposed to see Mount Fuji. But it's too foggy today. Our next spot is Jimbocho. It's in the heart of Tokyo, but it's a place that most tourists miss out on. It's a student town known for its many bookstores. In fact, there are over 150 bookstores here, most of which are vintage bookstores, and they're all within a 15-minute walk from the station. There are books like everywhere, and they come in so many different genres too. Jimbocho was actually chosen as the world's coolest neighbourhood by Time Out last year, and I can see why. Let me show you a few of our favourite shops we found here. This one has a really interesting concept I've not seen before. Here the shelves are rented out to individuals who can curate their own cubicle with their own recommendations, so there's an interesting range of books here. It's a bookstore where anyone can become a bookseller, whether it's books they've written or books that they enjoy. It seems like a shared bookstore is popular in Japan because Honmaru is another shop with the same concept. Kitazawa bookstore is another cool shop to check out. They sell both new and vintage books here. On the ground floor is where you can find new books. This is a Japanese edition of Harry Potter, which looks so tiny compared to the ones we have back in the UK. And on the second floor is where they stock vintage books. They have a really wide selection here, but what I love the most is the collection of vintage stamps, matchboxes and pins for sale. All of them appear to be in pristine condition. Finally, Bohemian's Guild is a shop that specializes in art. Here you can find stacks and stacks of vintage art books as well as vintage art prints. There's a mini gallery on the second floor where you can see and buy lots of interesting art pieces. Other than books, Jimbocho also has a rich curry culture due to its student population, as they needed a hearty and cheap meal after a long day of studying. So after a bit of browsing, we stopped by one of the many curry shops for lunch. Curry Bondi specializes in European style curry. My beef curry was served in an Aladdin style genie lamp, and the meal came with both rice and potatoes. Very interesting. For our last spot, we're making a 40 minutes journey out of the city to visit a temple town that looks like it came straight out of a Studio Ghibli movie. First impressions, it's so calm and peaceful here. It feels like a completely different world from the bustling Tokyo. It feels like the type of place that can definitely hide a friendly forest spirit and the perfect place for a summer escape. Our first stop here is Jindaiji Temple, one of the oldest temples in Tokyo, second only to Sensoji Temple in Asakusa. It's so much quieter here compared to Sensoji Temple, and in the summer when we visited, the temple was decorated with hydrangeas and wind chimes. Up there is the path to the botanical garden, which we will check out later, but first let's head down to get some food first. As we walked around the town here, we noticed the sound of water, which are from the streams of spring water that runs through the town. These streams have historically been used to power the water mills in the area, and these water mills are used to turn buckwheat into flour to make the town's famous Jindaiji soba. And other than soba, you can also find soba manju here. There are over 20 soba shops here, but the queue can be very long, especially during lunch, so we got ourselves a mitarashi dango to keep us going while we wait. For lunch, we're eating at the #1 rated soba restaurant on Tabelog. The restaurant serves soba that's freshly made every day, so the queue was kind of long, but it moved with a steady pace.
油水天盛り一つと上油水天盛り。
お蕎麦の量の確認いたします。普通
We both ordered a tempura set, which came with mixed vegetable and prawn tempura, as well as cold soba noodles made with 90% buckwheat flour. After lunch, we stopped by the botanical garden, which reminded me a lot of the Kew garden we have back at home in London. There's a big rose garden and water fountain in front of the conservatory. The flowers aren't in full bloom anymore, but they're still so pretty.